base down reps and the way that that's evolving your game?
I mean, it feels good just having a better feel for the game, being able to make plays downhill in the run. It's honestly just a thing that comes from practicing and just getting better with reps.
You had that one play against Baylor where you blew up the blocker and then still made the tackle.
So,
talk me through that play. Like, what was that like?
We knew that they were going to run that forward to that strong side type of look, and that as long as we played it correctly, they hit that check down. And once they hit that check down, we knew that we'd all get to the ball and make a play.
Kenny complimented you for your physicality. Is that something that you feel like had always been a part of your game, or did it develop later? Or
I mean, it was definitely one of those things that I knew I needed to work on this offseason, and even starting week one, I knew that was one of those things that I needed to hone on and really focus on.
And what was the conversation about the leadership on the team? Keyshawn told the story about what's going to happen next year when all these guys leave, and you're going to be a junior, and I think you said something about the young bucks are going to be responsible for leading the team, and somebody said you're a junior, you're going to be a junior.
Yeah, I mean, it's just going by real fast.
Yeah.
Looking up now, next year I'm a junior is crazy, honestly, and then just looking at Isaiah, Puka, and Tristan, just seeing them, I was in their shoes last year, so they're going to be new sophomores next year. So it's just honestly crazy just seeing how fast things are happening.
Yeah, what are the lessons from that?
Really just learning from the older guys. I feel like just taking in what they're teaching me, learning from Coach Coop, taking the reps that I'm learning on the field, taking them into the film room, and just knowing what I need to fix to get better.
What do you feel like is the biggest thing you probably learned, you feel like, in this last year and a half, not only from Coop, but particularly guys like Keyshawn who've just seen every possible scenario under the system?
Honestly, just taking what we're seeing in the film room and applying it to the field. I feel like knowing what plays are going to come at us and just knowing how to adjust and play off those.
And having kind of the ability, obviously a lot of Dire fans may remember UCF last year, and obviously just kind of the one-play wonder, very much similar to that kind of almost last week. How do you feel like that you're progressing to go from this standard to where, you obviously make these couple of plays, obviously, similar to last year, but at the same time you feel like you're kind of progressing in your role? Where do you feel like you're making the biggest improvements in this right now?
I mean, we live by this thing called doing our 111th, on the defense side of the ball. I mean, that's just all that we all have to focus on doing our 111th. If we do that, we're all gonna play good, make plays. And Coach Ward always says, don't big play hunt. Whatever, if you're doing your job, the plays are gonna be made. So just doing that.
Brian said that you guys could have even played a lot better than you did as a defense. So what does that say about what's possible for this team, given that you held a really dominant offense to under 300 yards?
That we have a high ceiling. I mean, when we come together as one, we're gonna be unstoppable.
Yeah. And what about just seeing other young guys step up, like Rodney, Boogie had a good game, Wade Helton on the other side, and you guys are kind of the future. So how does that feel?
It's just exciting to see. Really happy for Rodney and Boogie, just seeing where they came from and just their growth is really exciting to see.
I don't mean to make you kind of repeat if you already asked the question, but what was kind of the emotions? I mean, when you get the pick and then everybody's running towards you, the crowd is just exploding. I mean, how was that kind of moment for you?
I mean, it was kind of surreal. It didn't feel real at first when it first happened. I mean, it kind of kicked in once Boogie laid on me that the game was over. And yeah, it was just a wave of emotions, especially when I came back to the sideline. Because before we went out there to start that defensive drive, Coach Coop said that I was going to be able to make that play again, and I did. So just him trusting and believing in me, it meant a lot to me.
Kenny's mentioned it numerous times about how he points out the Barrett kids a lot on this team. He talks about Keith being a Barrett honors person. He talks about how these kids who are in that program are such high character, including yourself. What do you feel like that means to you as someone who, especially in today's college football, there's so much focus on what goes on the field, but at the same time, you're doing your hard work also in the classroom while you're having to wake up early mornings, dedicate to this team. What does it mean for your head man to just talk about your academics as often as you get brought up almost?
I mean, it's honestly a blessing and a big thank you to Coach Gillingham for doing that, but it also starts from the foundation of my family that they built for me. It's always been school first. So just going into college, I knew that was my main focus, just doing well in school and applying that in the football room, in the film room, and of course to the field. So it all started with my family and their foundation that they set for me.
Of course.